this is real life. And we have a good vibe, good vibe. Yes, this is real life. See, I can never tolerate people try to segregate one kind from another kind. Some of them are instigate, hate them, that's not your race. Blind, still I try to lead blind. What are them leaders fighting for? When we beat them apart, to me it's just bizarre. What the hell we fighting for? Now this is real life. So that we have a good vibe. Now this is real life. So that we have a good vibe. Teach them about your love.
Getting set for what a guan.
Now this is real life.
Different vibes tonight.
People try to tell me this, still really dreaming. This world will never change me, friend. Martin Luther said the train, Bob Marley echo him, love was them mountain. So once the
silky voice of steel starting us on what a guan.
Instead of spreading the poor, pass that train.
Yeah, what little? Good evening, good
Now
evening.
this is real life. Time to have a good vibe. Now this is real life. Time to have a good vibe. Teach them about your love and make me chant a song tonight. Yo, this is real life.
Hi, Kenny. Hey, Gary.
Now this is
Greetings.
real life. I can never tolerate people try to segregate one kind from another kind.
Hey, what's up,
Some of
Andy?
them are instigate, them that's not your race. Blind, still I try
Of course,
to
as you
lead
join, yeah, big up
What
Steel.
are
Yes,
the
I did,
leaders
Tenant.
fighting for? When we beat them apart, to me it's just bizarre. What the hell we fighting for? Now this is real life. So that we have a good vibe. Now this is real life. So that we have a good vibe. Teach them about your love and let me chant a song tonight. Now this is real life. This is real life. People try to tell me this, you really dream in this world will never change me, friend.
Canadian music, reggae from our side. Big up.
So what's the cure for this problem? Why don't the leaders make amends instead of spreading the poor of the trend? Now this is real life.
Yeah, greetings. I get set.
Time we have a good vibe. Teach them about your love and make me chant a song tonight. Now this is real life. Now this is real life.
All right. Greetings. Welcome to Wataguan. My name is Donovan Simon. I'm the president for the Jamaican Canadian Association Alberta, based in Calgary. And Wataguan is our way of connecting to the community, talking about issues that affect our association, our city, our country, Jamaica, the world. Today we're going to talk about reggae and dancehall and how all of that happens, what's the status of it in Canada. We have some great guests in the wings, including Steele, right? But of course, before we get started before we dive into the topic, we have to do some key features of Wataguan. One of which is the Patois word of the day. Patois is a Jamaican language that any Jamaican you talk to dive off into the Patois, and it's an amazing language. Because we're going to talk about reggae and dancehall. The Patois word for today is pray. Right? Pray. If you were in Jamaica, you're using it in a sentence. In fact, one of our guests tonight, Progress, have a tune, and him say, boy, some of them are pre the girls and some are pre money. You can pre all kinds of things. So for the Jamaicans on the show, jump in the comment section and make people understand what pre means, because we have to share the language. That's part of the process. Of course, we have to talk about things that are coming up, right? The COVID-19, I don't know what to call it. Wave 2, wave 3, I don't know what it is. But we have a general meeting planned for tomorrow evening. So that is the 28th. It's at 7 o'clock. Of course, because of COVID-19, we cannot meet physically. We will still have the meeting virtually. It will be on Zoom. So if you are on our list or mailing list, you would have gotten the meeting details. We will still have our general meeting. There's quite a few updates that we want to give. It's our last general meeting for the year. So we want to make sure, so boy, we cover the issues and make sure people are up to date on what is happening, especially on our building, because some good things are happening. If you have not seen the email from us, jump on our Instagram feed, right? The Zoom details are there. The meeting, like I said, starts at 7 o'clock, and we're going to make it happen one way or the other. Outside of that, after tonight, after this session, the Barbados Association is celebrating their independence virtually. So for those who want, find a few things to do afterwards, because you can't go nowhere. You might as well find something online to do. Jump over on the Barbados Canadian Association page, and they've got a great show lined up. For the last couple of weeks, I've been talking about the building and asking for support. We're getting close. Some of the images that you're seeing on screen are current, meaning this is as at yesterday, day before yesterday, where we are just getting ready to put some paint on the walls. Today we had our mechanical inspection, so our heating and cooling system has been approved, ready to run, and we're just going to get things moving on the walls and equipment and furniture. By the end of this year, this place will be ready for us to use, but we need some help. So we've got two initiatives going. One is a GoFundMe. The link is on the page or on the screen. Jump on and help us out. $5, $20, $100, it really doesn't matter. Any little bit will help as, we pay the bills and get this place ready for use, because COVID will pass and we'll find great uses for this space. One of the things that's going to be in this space is a resource room, which includes a library of Jamaican, Caribbean, and African content. And I think that's something that the community will definitely benefit from. Now, if you also want to have a special place on our donor wall, there's that option through our Helping Hands program, right? So you can get your logo, if it's your company, or your name on our donor wall. We have a 16 by 14 feature wall that will carry the logo of all our donors, right? And as you can see on our screen, there are different categories. You can donate all the way down from $500 up, and you'll get your logo, your company name on that wall. If you're a member, you can also get a member plate on that wall, standard price for everybody. Get your name on. You can see what mine would look like, right? But all of this is in support of getting us across the finish line and getting this facility ready for use for the community, right? So help us out. Help us out either through the GoFundMe or through the Helping Hands program, so we can cross the finish line and open up this space that all of us will be proud of. I promise you that we will be proud of it. For those who want to get in touch with the association, you can get in touch with us in a number of different ways, right? Our website contains current information. You can check us out on email. You can do it via the phone. You can check us out on social media. We're always responsive. So it doesn't matter. Jump on any of these and connect with us, and we'll be more than happy to respond to you. All right. We're going to get ready for the discussion. Get a couple of these guests in here, because we want to have a discussion about the state of reggae and dancehall in Canada. And the guests that we have tonight are in the industry. So let me see if I can get them on, because we want to make sure that we have a deep discussion. Steel.
Live and direct.
Big up, my brother. Mr. Progress. All right, I'm still at connect. Mali Bless. You have to unmute, my brother. You have to unmute.
Yeah.
I forget them unmuted.
Okay. Hello.
Yes, boss. Mr. Progress. Yes, brother.
Well, I may apologize, you know.
No, I apologize yet. Nobody don't know about me and you. Nobody don't know about me and you. Hey, Mali, you have to unmute him, brother. All right.
So you can hear me now?
Yeah, man, I hear you, man. We have to unmute. And I go,
Blessings,
what I say?
blessings.
As you would have enough respect.
Respect, me general respect, you know what I mean?
Yes,
Blessings on top of
Respect.
Yeah,
blessings,
man.
everybody.
Respect
Yes,
everybody.
sir.
Bless upon yourself. More love, more
Yes,
life, more
yes.
progress, you know?
All right. Everybody know the
Blessings.
line from progress, you know, more love, more life, more progress. But we'll come into that. All right. So tonight we're going to talk about the state of reggae and dancehall in Canada. All of these guys on the program, folks, are Canadian based, them in the music industry, some long time, some, early, late, all kind of thing. And we'll get into that a little bit. Right? Yeah, man.
Donovan, we are trying to say, we're all about the place. Watch it, you know.
No, man, you're a veteran. Yeah.
Easy, no, that is serious.
A veteran. So, Steel, maybe let's start off with you, because you just got Jamaica and release an album and all them things.
Yeah.
Reggae and dancehall is a universal thing. Everywhere in the world you go, people appreciate the music. What is your take on where we are in Canada? How are things with the music?
Well, first and foremost, Donovan, I cannot start without saying massive welcome and massive love to the Canadian massive and to the Calgary massive. You know, I have a lot of fans in Calgary, so I'm not going to start by not even saying good night, good evening, wherever you are, wherever you're tuning in. This is a tremendous forum, my brethren, and, greatly appreciate it. Thanks for having me. Now, as far as the status of reggae music in Canada, the truth of the matter is, and I tell people every time, you create what it is. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean for that. Music is primarily business. A lot of people just take music for going into a studio, producing a song, and hoping that something happens with the song. What a lot of people don't implement or put into practice is the business aspect of it. Now, I have lived in Canada for 31 years, my brethren. You know what I mean? And I have seen the good, the bad, and the indifferent, you know what I mean, in the sector. And what I mean by that is, there have been days where people have said to me, boy, Steel, you should be in Jamaica. You know what I mean? Mali, why me I look on you, so?
Sir. I listen, man. The teacher talk right now, You're the most, you know what I mean? You're well versed, so we just have the ears and full attention, just listen to the general.
I hear you. All right, so we're going to talk.
Yeah.
There are times when people have said to me, like, Steel, you should be in Jamaica, you should be further, or you should be doing this, you should be somewhere else, you should be in Europe. And I've always believed that you can shine wherever you are. It's just what you put into it. You know what I mean? You don't always get, what you think you're supposed to get out of it. But I look at it from this perspective, Donovan and the rest of the guys. There are a lot of artists right now living in Jamaica wishing they could have an opportunity to come to Canada.
Real
right?
talk. Real talk.
And then, and there are a lot of artists in Canada wishing their songs would bust in Jamaica.
Real talk.
So when you ask me what the status, I always say to people, look, here's the bottom line. You have to jump a yard before you can jump abroad.
Yep.
So I have made it one of my greatest challenges and efforts to make sure that everywhere in the world I go, I tell people first and foremost, yes, I was born in Jamaica, but I represent Canada. Yep. Why do I do that? Because at the end of the day, my brethren, Jamaica is a rat race, crazy rat race. So you can decide to go to Jamaica and be involved in the rat race, or you can come to Canada and shine like a diamond. See, it just has a lot to do with what you put into it. Where is the status of it? I always say, brethren, and I firmly believe, my brethren, if you put 110% in it, you will get what you want out of it.
Yes, sir.
Brethren, I have, for over 20 years, I can honestly say you know, the progress that I've made, no pun intended, progress, watch yourself. the progress that I've made it, you know, from being based in Canada. You know, it could be better. I'm not gonna lie to you guys when I sit here and tell that it could be better. And what I mean is one of the greatest challenges that we have in here is to get the media support. And when I say the media support, I mean the maximum media support.
Yes, sir.
Radio.
Radio. Well, it's
radio.
not just radio, no. It's not just radio.
Talk to it, yeah.
Yeah, it's proper radio, because there's a difference when you play a song and when you promote a song in a Donovan.
All right.
See, you can get a song played on the radio and it has no impact.
Yep.
Or you can promote the song on the radio through that forum or through that media and you have the impact. You know what I mean? So it's about the powers that be, the people that have, you know, have the opportunity to promote it. One of the biggest problems, Virgin, if we're going to talk about issues and problems, is there are too much followers.
Yep. Not much
leaders.
Yep.
See?
Yep.
That is the major problem that we face here. And I tell you what I mean. Donovan, everybody I look for play for the latest hit out of Jamaica.
Yep.
See? As opposed to say, listen, we need to create an industry here in Canada, right? And a lot of these so-called people that have been put in this place don't see it from that perspective. You know what I mean? And until they start seeing it from that perspective, you know, it will never change. Not just radio. Let's talk about sound system for a minute.
No, hold on. I couldn't know. No, okay, I've got to bring in the rest of man. Mali.
Bring in the man. Are you starting on a Donovan?
No, that's I say. Mali bless. Because you play a whole heap of tune with a whole heap of Canadian artists and you promote the music, right?
Yeah.
Let's continue from what Steeler said. What's affecting the music and the industry?
All right, but tell you the truth, my Jenna, I not lie. I love where I see it go right now. In 2020, I love where I see it go. And for years, because, you know, my wife, Tanya P, I see her put in the works, like Steel, I see a lot of veteran artists are put in the work, and I see it at work. So me, as a young artist, and a young selector, I can't have nothing.
Yeah, well, the audio break up. It's like where you go. You go too deep. You walk from the tower. Mali, you walk from the tower. So since hold on, all right, we'll come back to Mali Bless. Progress.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna bring you in until Mali can find a spot. Like Steeler said, I know every artist boss. And yeah, break up, Mali. So we're gonna talk to Progress a little bit and then come back when you're steady. Progress.
Okay, well, no. You know what? I know why I break up.
So stand up then, brother.
Yo, Donovan, I love this live thing, man. I love it. This is raw. This is what it is right now.
Yeah, man. You know.
My walk left in foot and yan.
No, man, I tune not even know I reach me. Yo, me dep on the road at work today. I mess up my truck. So we in the shop right now. My Jenna, they help me there at work on it. But I tell them no what I go on. See? So basically, I can't complain as an artist in this city, as a young artist. And I would say out of all the Jenna them on this live right now, I'm the youngest artist in the business right now, I would say, right? And all my years of watching the vets, because I've been to a lot of shows. That's why when you hear Starliners, you hear all the vets them, because I rate what them do, like them voice and the level of music what them I put out all these years. There's no comparison to what a lot of these new artists are doing right now, right? And me as a young artist, I always complain and I say, yo, how come my music now get played? How come my thing now this? How come me now get a show? How come me now do this? How come me now do that? But at the end of the day, I wasn't even doing the music properly. And when me really meet my empress now and she show me certain things and me really look into certain things and I really realized that I wasn't even doing music to the full potential of even halfway. You know what I mean? So a lot of artists and a lot of people are complaining about the music, but they're not really taking the time to really research the music. And like Steele says, like really work the industry and deal with the business side of things. Everybody's just getting upset, getting mad, and I watch the outcomes of certain things, but they're not really putting in the work to really reap the rewards, I would say. Right?
All right. I could bring in Progress. Because man from Portmore move come on Calgary and
Calgary, what kind of transition that?
well, hear me I say, I want to big up everybody on the live and big up everybody I watch and everybody in the music world. You understand what I say? And,
Yeah.
you know, everybody will stand with us, you know,
So
through everything. You
progress.
understand?
Here's what me want to hear from you now. Cause
Yeah.
like Steel and Malia say, not every man boss, real.
No.
And it's a whole heap of work. So if you're not patient, what is the likelihood of success, especially in Canada, which I'm going to call a small market, and that's going to come to that. What is your take on, you know, what it takes to truly be successful in the Canadian market?
Okay, so based on what I learned so far being in Canada, you understand? Our music in Canada is a growing industry. You understand? And you really need somebody to make that breakthrough. Otherwise, from Bob Marley, because most people know it through Bob Marley and Sean Paul. You understand? You need some locals who live in Canada. You know, like me, still and the man up on the live now, to make the breakthrough. We can make Canada known to us, like how people know Canada when they talk about Drake. You see, once we can have that platform, that we can work for anything with the music after that. You understand? So right now it's difficult for us to make a breakthrough because we don't have nobody on that level. If I make sense to you.
Yeah.
You
Mali,
understand?
Well, me
Now
not gonna lie.
to reach that level now, you understand, we need like unity. You understand? And that is why now, like a man with that Toronto now, and a man with that Calgary, and a man with that Edmonton, we have to create that atmosphere there for the entertainment, and people can come see we and see what go on. You understand? And so comes them our gasp and get into the groove. Once you get the momentum, I done it done there, so. You understand? Because the market is there, you know, but people just don't know where to find it.
Yep.
All right, so I could talk about the market a little bit because Steel had a veteran in another place, right?
Yeah.
I call Canada a small market, 38 million people. You know, when you look on the United States, you know, 350. It's a whole different.
388 million,
you know,
American.
Right.
No, that matter about the legal one, right?
All right.
Right, but still, in
Yes,
a
sir.
small market and the leadership and the unity we are talking about, how easy is that to get to?
Look, let me just point out a scenario for you. I went to England not last year before last, Donovan. And I had a publicist working with me in England. There were probably about 4 radio stations that said to her, "We love steel music, but unfortunately, we cannot focus on steel music."
Wow.
And I'll tell you why. Hold on a minute. And they said, "Steel, we love your music," because I spoke to some of these guys, but we represent British artists. See? So here's the point I'm trying to make. Donovan, you're still there, right?
Yeah, man.
Here's the point I'm trying to make. There are certain sectors in England that firmly believe that they have to make stars out of their own first. We don't have that in Canada, where we are creating stars. We now, look, if you ask 10 of the DJs, radio DJs, how important it is for them to play Canadian music, and not just to play, to promote it, they will tell you, if they work on community station, they're going to tell you it's a mandate. It's not necessarily because they believe so much in it, because a lot of them want to play the latest from out of Jamaica.
Yep.
And the funniest thing about playing the latest from out of Jamaica is, my brethren, when it comes down to the personal connection with the artists from Jamaica, they have none, period.
Yep.
Same thing with the sound DJs. How are you going to create an industry if you're not supporting your own or building your own and creating stars here? So I hear Progress talking about we don't get the bus yet. Now, we have mostly community stations in reggae here. You know what I mean? We have, you know, Calgary community stations, which are pretty much university stations. And primarily that here. We have Malia doing Bless. A lot of things have gone online now. We have G98.7, which is supposed to be a commercial station. But I tell you something, until everybody starts to say, listen, let's promote what we have in. So anybody that's coming from outside can see or can recognize the name that's living within this industry here. We'll never have an industry. We'll still have artists, but we'll still have artists who still try to go Jamaica, go get a break, or try to go Europe, go get a break. The primary focus has to be, look, you have 10 DJs, Donovan, you have 10 DJs or more, and I'm talking about sound DJs, I'm talking about how many times have you been in a party in Calgary and hear them play Canadian artists? See? How many times?
Well, true, and maybe it's a good place to bring in progress, because back to the industry and the economics of it, come on and try to make a money off it. And the question of appreciation of the local talent versus if a man go play a Romean Virgo versus a Steel, or a man go play a Vibes. Well, we should even put Vibes Cartels in progress, but yeah. So when you put on a dance and you want people come at the dance, right? Where you want them here? Because as far as them concerned, me know if reggae have a Canadian feature to it, them want people come there and spend the money and buy out the bar and stuff. In progress.
All right. So, the type of party when me, familiarize myself with and host. As we still say, the DJ them need to play we're in Canada. You understand what I say? So film point is very valid. The question what you are asked now, if the DJ would play a popular entertainer from elsewhere, or just we as local. Now the DJ want film 5 or 10 minutes of film. So within that 5 or 10 minutes or whatever time, he want to play the art song them, the art song now him know crowd go real and jump for. You understand? It's gonna take a real big DJ with new music and know to introduce music now. For play our music and still get the forward them really want. Because every DJ have their skill then, even though them are DJ now. We have good music, We have good music, But every DJ can deliver the music there, because most of these DJs, them weak, are just popular music them going.
All right, so I could swing that to Mali, because I watched Mali show last night, and Mali end film show with them called Foundation, a brother named Snow.
Yes, sir.
Snow from Toronto, there?
All right, Mali, Mali, you know
me. So let me tell you now. All right, so I realized one important thing. In every dance we keep, it's not just one DJ, nor 2 DJ, nor 3 DJ, nor 4 DJ. Some of the dance them have all 10 DJs, right? So when me decide to focus my attention more upon Canadian artists. So hopefully I could get in one of those slots where anytime me get booked for play, I just Canadian artists me I go play. And me I go do it on a level now where me I go play the best for my little 10-5 minutes of film. So instead of me dropping some Buju or dropping your Vibes or dropping nobody, me I go drop your Steels, or me I go drop your Blessed, or me I go drop your Esco. You know what I mean? Like, me I go drop for the stars and when me know people in our city know, cause no lie, when the man them a work on stage, when all that steel come out on stage, every woman, like, you know what I mean, just love it, you know what I mean? Yeah, when a Blessed come out or when a Mikey Dangerous come out, man, the people, them love it, man. When a Tanya P come out, the people, them love it. A Amoy, the people, them love it. A Chelsea, the people, them love it. But you see the DJ, them now, them not really do them homework. So them feel like, our Canadian artists, them soft. But when a man take all of 5 minutes and listen to the Starliners, do all of them shock, them jaw drop, because them can't believe we have so much hits in Canada. You know what I mean? Hits on top of hits. So it's not really still say it best. Still say them are a leader, them a follower, right? So it's not really say them not knowing. I really know them not knowing, because if them did really take the time for research the music, them would have know. You know what I mean? We have the music. You know what I mean? The music is not the problem.
Yeah, go on, progress.
I want to make another point too, right?
Yeah.
A lot of these DJs, what we're talking about, we know them and them know it too. You understand me?
True.
And one of the things is they don't want to give us the time of the day because they fear we may rise too high.
I don't think so.
All right, hold on, progress. It's a bad mind thing I got to talk about. I mean,
That's true.
Heard of talk about bad mind always not the industry, everywhere.
All
right,
all right. Just to clarify what me I say, because hold on, you just say no. when Steel touch if stage, you know, people are real enough.
Yeah.
When Blessed touches stage, people are real enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
When Meme touches stage, people are real enough.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand? People want to hear we know. You
Yes.
understand me? And the DJ them know that.
Yes.
But them just don't want to give the forward. If the forward have to come from outside first, and when them sister people really are react to a thing, as so comes them gonna take it on, boss man. So you take a man like yourself now, we're firm and know you know where you want the music to go and what you need to do, and you decide say you're gonna do it. But on every DJ still like your boss man.
That's real talk now.
All right, so I could talk a little bit about recognition then, because if the market no recognize it, because reggae music is not just for black people or Jamaicans, it's for everybody, you know, everybody come and are entertained by it. You know, when you look on some show, you know, in Europe, you know, I look on a show the other day with Taros, you know, before the COVID thing, I was who come talk about COVID, you know, 20,000 people that they jump up. I think they have a clue what the pat was say, right? But they jump up and make pure nice. Reggae music, though, has been recognized, and dancehall music in Canada through the Juno Awards, right? And for years, we have had a number of artists. Steel has been nominated. A number of people have gotten through. So this recognition, however, has not translated commercially. Is that a reasonable thing, Steel? And why hasn't it?
Yeah, it's quite reasonable, and I tell you why it hasn't. A lot of these, that's why I don't follow them up, and I'm gonna be straight with you. I've always said, you know, it's nice to get an award, but I think it's more special to get the recognition from the people.
Yes.
The problem is the problem, Donovan, with those award shows. Let's talk about the juniors in particular. You know, it's almost like they give you 5 minutes. Come pick up your award, go your yard. It's not like they, you know, it's not like they give you the award.
Respect behind it.
And the respect behind it, meaning you still, after that, you know what I mean? The commercial entities are not trying to hear you. You know what I'm saying? You would hope that, okay, you get a Juno Award, then after that, no, you start hearing from the commercial entities, meaning the television stations, the commercial stations, you know, across Canada. It does not translate into that. Why? Because the record company still controls the music industry.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So now, if you're not signed to a record company that's about to spend $1.5 million on just promoting your song, commercial entities do not really care about you. See, how do we solve that problem? I'll tell you what, you know what I mean? Because now that we realize that this is the Junos and this is what we have. One of the problems and one of the things that I think happens in the Junior is there are a lot of artists who have won Juniors who is deserving of the award. And just hear me out quickly. Donovan, you guys are hearing me.
Yeah, man.
And there are other artists that I personally feel was not deserving of it. And I'll tell you why. You will not move from getting an award into people's hearts and minds if you're not putting in the work. And I'll tell you, if you have spent a year promoting a song and a couple of years promoting a song, and people know the song, people's familiar with the song, you have promoted yourself, not just in Toronto, but in different markets across Canada. So now Canada knows you, where reggae is played. They have heard your name, they've heard the song. When you win a Juno, somebody in Calgary will know, somebody in Vancouver will know, somebody in Winnipeg will know, somebody in Toronto will know because you have done the work. But when you have a panel just decide, this is a nice song, let's give this person a song. Or if, you know, let's give this person the winnings. But nobody knows the artist because the artist just submitted a song, because that's what happens. You submit a song, and you know, if a panel votes for you and your song is chosen to be the nicest song, depending on who has voted for you, you're the Junior winner. What happens after that? A lot of times it's nothing because the artist is still have not put in the work. So now,
but still, hold on. Because that's the same thing, Mr. Popcorn, a while as a boy, theme tune should I get nominated for Grammy and Ray. Is it the same that applies to all of these awards, especially as it relates to the reggae category? So it's not just a Canadian thing.
It's everywhere,
no, but we're speaking from a Canadian perspective, but I totally understand.
Yeah, so it's happening everywhere.
It happened everywhere, brother. It happened everywhere. Everybody, no, don't get me wrong. Everybody feel like they should win. That is unnatural. But what I'm saying, if we're talking about from a Canadian, if we talk about Popcorn, and I don't know much about the mobile award, but I can tell you, Popcorn has been putting in the work. So he has a right now to feel a way about him not being nominated for something because he's been putting the work. It's not like you don't hear about him. You know about Popcorn globally because he's putting the work. Same thing in Canada. If you have an artist, Bridget, that you've never heard from, yeah, hear me, Donovan?
Yeah, man.
You've never heard of this artist before. You've never heard the song before. Then all of a sudden you hear that this reggae song has won Juno, right? Then you say to yourself, but this can't make no sense. I have never heard of this artist before. You know what I mean? So how are you now going to translate that into, okay, let me go follow up this artist and be proud of this artist? You're going to say to yourself, and you know our community, we are still, this community is what it is. You know, we're going to say what's on our mind. If we don't talk about it, we just all kiss with it and walk away from it. Right? Yeah. If you have an artist, Donovan, look, I have made sure, you know what I mean, from my perspective, that my music is not just played in Toronto. You know that. I have been to Calgary several times. I have been to Vancouver. What it is the artist's responsibility to make sure that when these awards are given to you, or the people that are giving out these awards, they research the artists, they make sure that within that category, they understand and they make sure that one of the primary things is the artist has been putting in the work. So when they get the award, people are proud of them because people have heard the song, people have been vibing to the song. So it grows, it grows. It does not grow if it just, you win a song, people are going, hold on, I always sang that, I never heard about it before. You know what I mean? So, no, you understand what I mean? So it's not going to grow. It's not going to grow because once the song is done, or once the award is given, the song is done. You have artists that have won over the years, and I'm like, yo, that is deserving because they're putting in the work to do it. And there are other artists who go, but hold on now. So what happens after this now when this artist now, nobody else knows hear about it? It diminished the whole thing about the reggae category.
The man go back and do him regular 9 to 5. Anyway.
Well, it's not even about 9 to 5 because that's important. And that's what I talk about. Because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, talk about the work in the industry.
I'm talking about if there's no follow-up music leading towards that achievement, there's nothing for the people to rejoice for it because they didn't know about this person in the first place.
Well, so make us switch it. Hold on, Mali. Make us switch it a little bit because I want to bring it into the economics of today. However, look at thing named COVID-19 are wreak havoc across the world, right? And I'm sure it affects all of it. Steel is supposed to be at Vancouver tonight or somewhere around on the west side of the world. Who knows? How is this affecting the industry? And is there some opportunity in it in Canada?
Well,
anybody can. No, I'm going to start with progress because when I hear progress, is there how COVID affect the industry to affect you as an artist? And is there some opportunity in it?
Okay. There is for me right now, there's not a lot of opportunity because the most I can do now is record and release songs, right? And I can't even go out to promote songs. I can't do nothing. Most promoting is just online promotion, right? You know, I cannot do any performance. I cannot keep any parties, nothing. Everything is like dried up. You understand me? So it's affected me like very bad. And one of the main reasons why it's affected me is because I'm not one of those artists that is like fully recognized, right? So, you know, I still need promotion. I still need work on my career for people to know and recognize me worldwide. So that's why, you know, like right now, I'm in a little bubble until I figure how to get out of this bubble, you know, with the COVID around still.
Yeah. But Mali, come to you because on the flip side of that, Mali Bless, people are here about Mali Bless more and more with all this COVID-19 because it's through the online portal.
Well, I figured I had to do something. I was sitting at home, and I get mad. Because me as a youth, everybody know, me always do a million things. You know what I mean? I say, what me I gonna do? Because I can't just sit down and do nothing. You know what I mean? So I say, yo, me I gonna try this online thing. You know what I mean? Because I used to DJ a long time, you know, from my brethren. Then me did have some big man where grow me and raise me, you know? And when I come from school and them come from work, me used to always just play some tune and everybody drink and get nice. So me always used to play like my Paris and my Ken Boot and them love that. You know what I mean? So I say, yo, if me could have played that, I'm gonna get young people and everybody to love it. Me I go start do some research. Me and my Empress sit down, Tanya P sit down, and we say, yo, we could just put together a little Canadian segment, Natty. And when me do it, me nah lie, it was the hardest thing because we started our first on YouTube when we just did play live from YouTube. And it was the hardest thing for mix the songs them and really do the songs them. But me say, you know what? All right, it not really work like that. So me have to go link the artists them, get them send some tune, who not send tune. Cause yo, enough of the artists them and not like them different in and you have to call them personally and beg them to send the tune. Like you have to beg them to send them tunes so you can play it. Cause I don't know what it is. It's like them want somebody, a DJ, with a big name for take it up and say them are gonna do it. Them not understand, say it doesn't matter who it is. As long as
once it
there's
a play,
a vibe,
play, man.
All promotion is good promotion.
You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of people, so when certain people are do the things, they might get weird. But me not lie, in a corona, it still mess up. Me not lie, me not go sit on your answer because it a work on social media. Cause Facebook still a kick we out. Facebook still a limit we thing. We can't really get for flex. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's still a fight for we in general as an artist, kind of just in a Canada alone, cause enough man we say them an artist. Look all of the DJ them now. The whole of them turn producer, you know. Pre the thing will go on. All of the DJ them now come out with rhythm and a drop compilation with be an artist on it and be a thing. So we just have to figure out a way how to move with the time. Cause yeah, we are chameleon, brethren. We have to adapt. We have to evolve. We have to find a way how to do the thing. Cause we have to always remember this. Reggae music is not the music we have on top because it teach positiveness. Hip hop and the music that are where the masses them really want to get out there. So we have to always remember this. Reggae music was always a suppressed music. And if we're in the heart of Babylon, don't expect, say, when it comes to the Junos, when it comes to certain awards, when it comes to radio play, all if we get booked on a million show, we not get paid where hip hop artists are get paid. And we still go up there, go sing and sweat and bust sweat and jump up and down and dance and have a backup artist and we whole band, harmonies, horn section. We have all these things and we now get half the money where the hip hop artists them get. And them now say half of the positiveness where we are say. So we have to just always remember say reggae music and dancehall music are the people's music. And we're not gonna really get certain things out tight like what we get. So we just have to just, like what Steve was saying at the beginning, we have to all come together and just push each other. And we know them, we know we stars them, No blind in a virgin. We know we stars them, when we see we stars them, we know we stars them in a virgin. It's just that a lot of people have them own labels and them own set of artists where them a push and them want for them name to get big. So them put them time in for them artists and you know what I mean? And that I really try kind of mess up the thing on a level, but we can't really watch that because them a push for them artists. We just have to push for we, and when we see certain little entities that do certain little things, we just have to just jump on it and push it. Because at the end of the day,
it's enough vibes on the channels. Big up Dana and everybody. Natasha, where I said, Peter said, big boy, very informative. All right, hold on.
Bless up everybody.
The clock are run, but more get a couple things before the time.
Let me
hold on, Steve. Hold on. No, still no. Here one more you got over with it. Outlook, because you know the business long time.
Right.
You know, things keep churning. What's the outlook? How you feel about the music?
I think it's a great outlook, and I tell you why I think it's a great outlook. Once upon a time, it's surprising. When I just came to this country, the production that I was accustomed to 30 years ago, it's totally changed. These artists nowadays, young artists, dancehall artists, brethren, the production now has changed. The outlook is great. We are so competitive now on a global scale. So all we need now is the entities to endorse what we're doing. But the outlook is great because the music is way better. May I hear some tune now from some Canadian artists? I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So I can personally, and I may have to, I have to bless up Mali because I tell you, Virgin, I was one of those artists that send you music. And I watch you. And if you didn't play my music one time, I'm not saying about no more.
A real talk. I know y'all alone still. I know y'all alone. I know y'all alone.
I'm just saying, but I love to see the fact that he has taken up the mantle, and he's not the only one. There's other people who promote it.
Not far away.
Yeah, but so the outlook is great, Donovan. The outlook is good. Now let's stick up in for a minute and remember this. As much as we do here, Jamaica will always be the foundation.
Yes.
The world still looks to Jamaica for foundation. So if we're talking about, you know, from a Canadian perspective, we've created stars here. We know how to do that. We need each other's support. We need the support of the media. But we also need to tap in. We also need to tap into the foundation. So now that we have the great music being produced, we now just need to find a way to tap into the foundation, which is Jamaica, while it bounces back over in Canada. Because like you know, we will never change the perspective of a lot of people who only listen to Jamaican artists. But like these other two veterans said, you know what I mean, if it's coming out of Jamaica, it might get a better reach out here. So now sometimes you have to trick them when you not try to trick them.
Real talk.
Progress. But could bring in progress. What's the outlook?
Great, man. It's great. That's what Stelia said, because there's things happening, you know. But some of the things we not see the video and we not see certain things, but it's happening. You understand me? Because if you really check, like Coffee, Chensia, and you know, you see them recognize Beanie Man and Bunty the other day, and so on and so forth. You know, say the music it again momentum somehow. You understand me? Behind closed door it again it. You understand? But we just need more. We just need more support.
Yeah, because I mean,
great look. It's a great look, I tell you.
I go run one of your track when I just look on YouTube, and to them I know 118,000 views on YouTube, right? So we run it. Bless. Like what you say? What the outlook on the reggae and dance?
The outlook is real talk. We just need to just do some more collaboration, brother. Seeing the artists, them, we just need to come together. When we see a little man with a little strength, Natty, or a little empress with a little strength, you have your resources. You have certain things where you can bring to the thing. We just need, because Steel was the man for that, you know. Back in the day, Steel used to work with Mandy Woods, him draw all of the females, then put them on rhythm, him draw everybody where him say have little talent.
Including Tanya.
Yeah, of course, bro. Steel, I do my homework, you know. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we just need to come together, and when we see the
and
little
including
strength,
Spider, and including ISOS. See, a lot of people don't know those things.
Yes,
you know
Steel. I mean? Trust me, we just need to come together as artists with the little strength what we have and try put it in our little stars. Then when we see a come up, that's the outlook. We need to just put our little fan base so we have.
Invest in the people around you who believe in that.
Yeah, brother, that's it. That's all we need to do. Just build a rhythm. Say Chelsea, me like her sound. She have the old school classic sound there. All right, me I go get Chelsea on the rhythm here. You know what I mean? And the artists, them, brother, on the need for just stop try run down all of this money and about no want 50%, no want half of everything, no want. No, brother, more time. We don't have to creep before on a walk, brethren. Real talk, brethren. It's not all about all of the percentage, them. You know what I mean? Because we don't put no money. We don't spend the money for promote the thing. All we not do is sing on the tune on the thing. Some more time we have to take a little cut. Cause if we don't get all a busy signal or a bounty killer or anybody on the tune or a hip hop artist, we can't look to them to get 50%. We're not lucky if we even get 15 or 20%. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because some more time established people. So
some more time you have to just take a little cut, brother. You know what I mean? And just know, say, yo, it's for a greater thing because the reggae in Canada really in a den away yet. You know what I mean? So we just need to just know, say, yo, we are going to just work with each other and strengthen up the thing, and the outlook could be great because we have the potential. Look, everybody see Drake, you know, and everybody's like, yo, why else are going over this? And then there was Tory, you know what I mean? And Tory Lanez, and then there's so many other great rappers, but in our city, we have so much potential. But when the people them say the artists them with the potential, I don't know if it, I'm not gonna really say certain things for really trigger certain things, but you know what I mean? I'm never
but we know the answer. You know how to say it, because we already know what
real talk, brother. Like there's so much talent, brother.
Yeah, man.
There's so much talent. Like so when you look on certain artists, you see how them deal with the stage, and then it's not even that. Just go do your homework and listen to them songs that them have put out all these years, and you're gonna hear hits after hits after hits after hits after hits. Everything with them touch a hits. How the hell you not gonna promote
perfect example? Like perfect example of that is Sean Paul. A lot of people never recognize Sean Paul until him say, give me the light.
All right.
Well, at least him bust it out and him set a stage for all the way. All right, listen, brethren, we could have talk about this till next week. We see another comments that must say, boy, we've got to do a part 2 or something.
Yeah.
We'll keep the real talk going. But at some point, the show has to end, and we kind of reach the stage now where we're going to call it. Still,
Finish already,
big up.
Donovan.
Yeah, man. What was that? You want to go till about 11?
What kind of shot thing this? Because I
Steve
watch
just
the
getting
Facebook.
seasoned the meat and ready to
Talk,
cook it up.
It's a quickie. It's a
Donovan,
quickie.
I
It's a
love it.
quickie.
I love the reason, my brethren, and it's good to have different perspective, and I love it. But if I can say one thing in closing, my brethren, I would say to everybody, and they have to realize this, and I keep saying that this is the music business, and we have to always remember this. Artists that you see reach to the top, it's not talent alone that do it, it's the business aspect. So we have to do that. If we introduce that in Canada more, the business of music, then you'll be surprised, you know what I mean? But that again takes investors, people with money to invest in the thing, because it's the business of music. And Donovan and Malin know and Progress know that to break an artist right now, people be surprised, you know, if you don't have like 50 grand, 60 grand.
Nothing, you know, I said nothing.
And so it takes over, if you're talking about a pop artist, it takes at least $2 million to break a song. People don't realize that. You know what I mean? So it is not as simple, but I think we have the potential here if we just keep growing from strength to strength, brother.
Yes, and the key is to continue to produce. So still, before we're done the show, cause you just released a album. Granted, me see there Jamaica eat your mango and kind of something.
Bad man, you see the man talk about bad man.
I never say about bad man. I say me eat and a mango.
Come to talk about the mango.
A mango, me see I eat.
Why you watching me mango?
No man, a real talk man. When Mrs. Steeler eat them mango, they bridge and my mouth did that drip. Yo, me seeing that the nice sun, I soak up all of the sun, brethren.
Oh my God. Listen.
Still, I could get the album I push. Talk to about the album, where people can get it, or them can support it.
Yeah. Well, the album is called Just Breathe. You know what I mean? 14 blazing tracks. It is actually available on any digital platforms. If you go to iTunes, Spotify, it is totally available there. If there's a lot of people who still want physical copies, because people like just to have the CD, the physical, they can always reach out to me through my email at mobsproduction@rogers.com, or on Instagram, Steele, STEELE_mobs. They can reach out to me on Instagram, send me a message. We'll get it out to them, no problem, you know what I mean? But it's been doing well, my brethren, and, you know, look out for more. We're shooting some music videos right now as we speak. So there's a lot of good things to happen for that album. It started already, and it's growing. And like we say, you know what I mean, we just have to give God thanks. And I want to say thank you to everybody who continues to support Steele, including yourself, Donovan. You know what I mean? So once COVID over, I hope we can book you again for the big show there.
Progress. What's the latest? What go on with you? Like, you know, where I roll out?
Well, the last record song on my release was I Life. That was with Jump Shot record, Mike Brown, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and you know, that song now, it just basically I say, yo, me I go and live my life, do my own thing and enjoy life. You understand? Because we have too much sadness around we, and sometimes we have to remember to love ourselves and live for we too. You know me I say? So that I go on good, you understand? But to date, my biggest song is still Progress.
Progress. And we're going to run that for the people. All right. So, Mali, you're up on Facebook, you have a live show. Get a little plug now, so people can come check it in. I love it, because trust me, listen some tune, you know.
Yeah, so yeah, man, you can check out Mali Bless, you know what I mean, on Facebook. That's MALLYBLESS, scene from 7 to 9 Sundays and Thursdays. You know what I mean? That's Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Scene.
Starliners to the world, brother. Starliners to the world.
Starliners, entertainment. And look out, you know, because we have some production that come out, you know what I mean? We have Tanya P album that drop just now, and we have some new compilation and some new things that come out just now. And one thing I'm going to leave with the artists, them, don't watch COVID. You know what I mean? Now is the time for working at the studio, get the music right, work with where we can work with. We have to figure out ways of work with the thing. You know what I mean? Bob Marley did do it. All of the wheelers, everybody did figure out a way of getting at the thing. Bob Marley, I'll go in a radio station and say, "Ow! I want to know." You know what I mean? So, I don't know what I'm talking about. So we have to figure out a way. We have to figure out a way how to get the music out there. So we just have to record the music them right now, get them to the best potential, mix them, master them, make them sound good, try to compete with the world. You know what I mean? And just shoot some nice little videos and do what you can do. Even if you have to shoot a green screen video, brother. shoot the green screen video, you know what I mean? Do what you have to do, forget the thing, look high quality and proper, and just go and do your thing. Cause more time in a reggae, you know, when I need for flask, no, heap of jewelry, and no, heap of big car, and a booty, a shake, and all these things, you know. We just need to do some simple little video, capture all the snow of all, and all the sun a shine. You know what I mean? I walk on the side of the road, I do all a little walking, like, you don't need much to do reggae, cause reggae was never like that from the jump. You know what I mean? I just some new guys coming now and I try to make it look like it's all that, but trust me, a simplicity. You know what I mean? Let's go and work with the thing, Natty. And that's it.
All right, brethren.
Yes,
all right, Steel, Progress, Mali Bless, big up, bless up. You know, thanks for joining Wataguan. And like I say, we might have to do this again. So, no, so we talk.
Thanks for having us, Natty.
I saw that.
Blessed,
I know that, you know, you got to make sure you. I know there was supposed to be a female's perspective, and
we're gonna set that up, man. Don't worry yourself, man. That's up on the list.
Yeah, because you know what I mean. But it's okay. Everybody knows.
We're gonna bring in the vibes from the ladies too.
Yeah.
One
love, my brother. Thanks for having.
All right, take it easy. Well, good. All right.
Thanks for having.
Yeah, man. Blessed. We talk soon.
All right. Wataguan hot as we talk about. Also, we are talking about the state of reggae and dancehall in Canada. Thanks for joining Wataguan. Next week, we're going to do it again. We're going to talk about celebrating the holidays in a pandemic. We're going to have Pastor Fuller, we're going to have Michelle, we're going to have Taz, talking about some key issues that we all need to consider as we deal with the pandemic going into the holiday season. The week after that, we'll kind of do a year in review. We'll talk about what it's like for 2020. How was it for you? And we'll have some panelists just come on and share their vibes. And we'll end the year on the 18th with a gratitude show, a greetings show. So for those who want to send some greetings to them friends and stuff like that, feel free, send me a DM and, you know, we'll link you up and we'll have some vibes. Go end the show with a sound from Progress, right? And thanks for joining. Remember, next week, same time, share, join, comment. All right? Stay safe.
You know, never see a bad man if you see that. Only hard working, progressive people. Get a use, be wise, open up your eyes. First have a chance. No more separation.
Sound of Progress.
Separation. Get a use, time for elevation. Plant me a plant money tree. Me a plant it for you and me. R.I.P. poverty. Hello, success. I'm Mr. Progress. If you're not say money, you're not say nothing. No progress, cause you're not do nothing. Can't drink to success, you're not achieve nothing. Well, there's a waste, man. Me never born rich, but me not dead poor. Real hustlers come from port. More me want sink in a money like quicksand. Wallet up a big like a bring sun. Tell about progress. Get a used to have success. Get a used to have enough things, education. Money in the pocket, money in the hand. Get a used to have enough house, car and land. Life is hard and complicated. No matter how it rough, we have to make it. Progress. I said, you're not tell me about your stress, cause I carefree.